Hey guys, what's going on? So, we did it, 500 subscribers, and I have no one to thank but you all, for whether it be for finding my channel throughout YouTube, on Twitter, however it was you found me. Thank you very much. I hope you've been enjoying my content ever since I started back on January 31st. That was my very first video that I uploaded, and I couldn't believe at that point that I was even going to start a YouTube channel, and I'm still learning. I'm still having fun, and it's still new to me, but it's something that I think everyone should try if you think and you feel you have that in you to start something like this. And I'm one of those people that back then I thought I wasn't cut out for this, and sometimes I have my days where I don't think I am cut out for it, but I enjoy it. And the more you do something, the better you get at it. And that's what I hope to do. I hope to stick with this for as long as I can, whether it becomes a career or not, because I know some YouTubers have made a career out of it. I would hope to do that someday. But in the meantime, I am enjoying what I'm doing, and that is just talking about what I love. Movies, shows, theme parks. These are the things that I'm passionate about. But as you already seen from the title, it's not just celebrating this milestone, which is a great thing to do to make a video for alone, but also a little bit of a channel update. As you've seen throughout the last 7 months, I've tried different things. I've kept to doing movie reviews, TV reviews, talking about theme parks once in a while. I've also done ranking videos, I've done trailer reactions, I've done a little bit of movie news videos. I tried a little bit of everything. That's what it's all about. It's experimenting and seeing what you're good at. I still feel that I'm on that path, but I'm having a pretty good idea of what I really like to do and what I'm seeing that other people are enjoying me on what type of content that I create for you all. As of now, what you can expect from me in the foreseeable future: top priority, movies. I will of course be talking about movies. That's what my channel is mainly about. I do plan on getting the A-list from AMC. I used to have Movie Pass, but you know what happened to that. So I want to try to see as many movies as I can, just share my opinions with you all, because that's the one thing I love to do, is truly go deep into movies, talk about what's inspired those films, what influenced the directors to make this type of movie from other movies, and how does it impact us as an audience. I really like to talk about these type of things, and I want to see as many movies as I can, so I feel like that's the best benefit for me to have the AMC A-list. So I'll be getting that, hopefully able to see more movies. As for TV shows, you've already noticed I kind of do one or two simultaneously as they're on TV. Right now I'm doing AMC's The Terror, and coming up this Wednesday we have American Horror Story 1984, which I'm also reviewing. And as soon as The Terror is over, we have another show coming up. I believe it's Watchmen on HBO that I want to talk about as well. Other shows that I have in mind, I don't really want to say which ones yet, because I'm not sure which ones I want to review and which ones I don't, because fall is when a lot of the shows start premiering, whether it be on the streaming platforms or on television. So I have a lot that I have in mind, but as for those two things, that's obviously the big chunk of what my channel is all about. And then still sticking with movies, I still have my 1001 movie series that I just recently started doing about a month and a half ago, and that's something I still want to keep doing because I love talking about the older films, especially from that book. And there's so many movies to talk about. There's 1001 movies, and still every year we get an updated version from that book that they add more movies from the last few years. So I still plan on doing like 2 movies a month, maybe 3. I want to try to do a few more between now and the end of October, being that it's Halloween. There are quite a bit of Halloween related movies inside that book, so that's something I really want to keep on doing. And lastly, this is something that's not as prominent as much as it is for movies and TV shows, but that is of course theme parks. That's something that I still want to talk about, but you won't see it as much as the first 2. But it's something that's important to me. I've worked for Disney, I live in Florida, and I love going to the theme park, so that's really, it's a part of me. So that's something I still want to talk about, but I think you'll hear me talk about it more in the fall versus the rest of the year, because a lot of attractions open up that time of year, and a lot of events happen towards the fall and Christmas time, so it's a popular time to be here going to the theme parks. When it comes to what I want to talk about in regards to the theme parks, that remains to be seen, because there's so much happening just in this year alone, just with Disney alone. So many attractions that are opening, so many shows that are ending, so many events are going on right now as we speak. And not only that, YouTube is full of people that concentrate their channel heavily on theme parks, just as much as there are channels that concentrate a lot on movies or shows. But my channel is mostly about movies and shows, but I like to keep theme parks still intact and talk about it once in a while, because as I already said, it's a part of me. and it's something that I like to experience. I love going to the parks. I even go by myself sometimes. And lastly, when it comes to my schedule for when I'm going to release videos, you can pretty much expect the same thing as you've been seeing before. I like to be in a tighter schedule for when I release everything. Unfortunately, I have another job and I have other things I do outside of this channel, so it's hard to keep a deadline with certain things right now. But for what I'd like to do is for every show that I watch that airs the day it does air, I want to do my video for that and bring it to you guys hopefully the day after. For movie reviews, whenever that movie does come out, I'm hoping to see it the official day before it comes out. For example, it comes out on a Friday, hopefully see it on a Thursday, do my review that same day, and have it out for you guys by that Friday or that Saturday. So I'm hoping that's the plan, what I like to do. And for theme parks, that's something a bit more random, because when it comes to the opening of the certain attraction, I like to do it that day, the same day I'm actually there. So it all depends on when all that is happening. And as for my 1001 movie series, that's something I can actually have full control on. So you can expect that from me pretty much every other week. Hopefully the first one will be the first week of that month, and the next one being the third week of that same month. So all in all, what I like to do is 2 to 4 videos a week if manageable. It's hard, especially if you're a YouTuber. You'll understand you have to manage doing this, your own personal life, and your other work job if you have one. So it's a lot to juggle. If you're not a YouTuber, believe me, you have to put a lot of work into it. You have to put time aside. As of now, it's actually 2:45 a.m. as I'm doing this video. For me, I do a lot of my videos late at night because that's the best time for me. Fortunately, I am a night owl, but still it's hard to do because if I have work the next day, so there's some days I don't get a lot of sleep. So you have here I'm filming, you get the editing, you got the uploading, the promoting. There's a lot of work that goes into it. It's fun, but it can be challenging. But before I end this, I just want to say once again how much fun I've been having the last 7.5 months. I feel I've learned an even better understanding about movies, more so than I ever thought I could. I've been in love with film ever since I could remember. And I had a certain thought about how movies were and what they meant to people ever since I began this channel, ever since I created a Twitter account and met a whole other community of so many people that I can call my friends. It's incredible, all over the United States, all over the world even, and I now know that I'm not the only one. I had a upbringing in middle school where I did get made fun of, and movies at the time, that's what kind of saved me, and it was the older films, and I really learned how much movies meant to everyone. And not only that, but at this point I'm seeing how artistic films are made. There's films that I'm trying out that I never thought I would actually watch, and sometimes there's movies that I do try out and I didn't like as much as I thought I did, but I learned to see an appreciation for other kinds of movies that I didn't really notice the first time watching them. And that's incredible, especially when you start to make friends with other people that are passionate about film just as much as you are. But one more time, everyone, thank you so much for helping me achieve this accomplishment. 500 subscribers is a big deal for anyone, and it's halfway to 1,000. So let's see if we can get there. I hope you join me for what I have in mind for the rest of this year and for the foreseeable future. But if this is your first time watching this video, click on that subscribe button so we can talk movies and more, where anything is possible.